Hello, everyone. I am Hillary Elhan, and I'm on a little vacation, and I wanted to hop on and chat with you about what you're going to see in this video. This is about the conversations that you only have on retreat, not on Zoom, not in a workshop, not even in a coaching session. These are the real conversations that happen over dinner when the unspoken idea, the beautiful vision finally find words inside of a ceremony or a circle, in the pause after an incredible manifestation session or a visionary session, when someone else or something deeper begins to emerge. So in spaces that are designed not simply for insights, but for transformation. What you're about to see are moments from the Awaken Retreat in Mallorca, Spain, where Christine, an award-winning subconscious reprogramming expert, shares her perspective on entrepreneurship as a path to world peace, and where a panel of visionary women gather to speak on conscious living, business, and leadership. Because this is what retreats are truly for, not the schedule, but the container. Welcome inside the Awaken Retreat in Mallorca, Spain.
This is where the entrepreneurs, the healers, the visionaries come in. Because usually a person holds about 150 connections in their life. 150 people that they can influence with their beliefs, that they can influence through their acts. Now, it has been studied that for small business owners, it's about 2 to 3 times more connections. So a small business owner can influence 300 to 500 people. And if you have an audience on social media, you can influence even thousands of people. If you're a bigger business owner, you have more connections as well. So this means that every single one of us who's running a business here is an accelerator for getting to this tipping point faster. Now you might be asking, well, how can I do this? How can I do this in my daily life? Like, how does this look like in my business? And this is where something I call the ABC of peace comes in. So simple, you can remember that. ABC of peace. The A stands for awareness. Awareness is really not just your conscious thoughts, it's the subconscious. I said in the beginning, I work a lot with the subconscious. The subconscious runs 95% of all our mental activity, of all our behaviors. So actually, our subconscious drives us. And we think often that the subconscious is our traumas, experiences, childhood memories, but it's also beliefs from our ancestors, up to 7 generations in the past. Now think of your ancestors, 7 generations in the past. I'm sure every single one of us here has an ancestor that has lived through war, the Great Depression maybe, poverty, or any other kind of destructive behavior that maybe they experienced and they learned, I need to fight to survive. And these beliefs got passed down and down and down to us today. And we're often not aware even that we have these beliefs running around in our subconscious. But these are the very beliefs that are blocking our health, that are blocking our wealth, and that are blocking the peace that we can create. So in the A of ABC for peace, is really about becoming aware of these things in our subconscious. The B stands for biology. So this is where the body comes in. We all have heard it, nervous system regulation. We don't want to be in fight or flight. It already says it. If we're in fight or flight, like it's inside, it's going to be outside. We're going to influence the people around us and bring them into this fight, or like this little bit of stress mode. So of course, we want to be regulated. But the biology doesn't only stand for our body, it also stands for the body around us, for all the trees that we see here, the plants that are growing up here in this beautiful villa. It stands for everything around us. So when we run our businesses, when we create our offers, just thinking about what impact does that have on the biology around us. Is it sustainable? Is it making a peaceful impact? Can I make a small improvement, just a small improvement? And then the C stands for claiming it. So really claiming that you are someone that is here to not only run a business, you're here to create peace. And you can claim that through your language, shifting your language. If you're really passionate about something, we often say, I need to fight against this thing. Move it to, I stand for this other thing that you're passionate about. Move from competition to, there's more than enough for everybody. So we can change our language and start claiming it. We can share on our social media about peace. Maybe we want to do a donation. This looks different for everybody. Everybody claims being a peaceful leader differently. So this is where your imagination comes in.
We build those moments, we call in those moments, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes. It feels like coincidence, and Wayne Dyer will say, well, many people would follow the thinking of there are no coincidences, and I said those exact words for a really long time. His way of talking about talking about coincidences are just incidents that coincide. Like, they're incidents that happen, and I believe they're because you magnetically attracted them. So whatever it is that you talk about today, you called it in. Whatever you're sharing, they called it in. Whatever you do for a living, someone's calling it in. Whatever purpose it helps you to feel, you called that in. And when you start to think about that web and how that works and the beauty that brings to all of us and the real reason and purpose of coming together in the first place and creating gatherings to talk about those things that you're called to talk about and to listen to the things that your future self, some version of you, asked to hear it. So be present in that moment and treat gatherings in the way that they are, which is very sacred. So I really adore the community that's here. I can't wait to get to know some of you better. I've already gotten to talk to a few people and learned a lot about what you do and why you do it. And a part of me already sees like the what's next. We've had these conversations. I just love being around people who are driven to do what their authentic self is driving them to. And I don't say do what you do well, because you might not do it well yet. Don't let that be a deterrent of why you wouldn't do something. Because if you want to do it, you'll attract the right people that will show you how, or the right circumstances that will show you how. Okay, so one last look around the room real quick. See what you see. See who you see. Feel what you feel. Hear what you hear. And thank you for being a part of this gathering. I'm Wendy, and I would love to talk to any of you later today if you have any questions. Okay.
Thanks, Lenny. So I curate transformational retreats for women devoted to meaningful work in California, in Tuscany, in Greece, and in Mallorca, Spain. Each experience is an invitation into the next level of self, into the next level of leadership, into devotion to your vision, to your dreams, to your inspirations, to your divine awakening. And for the woman who is stepping across the threshold into all that is expanding and waiting for her.
It was incredible. I don't even have words to put to it. Everybody that came was just so aligned. I loved learning from so many incredible, beautiful women.
The Awaken Retreat was nothing short of magical. The space, the people, everything was elevated and inspiring.
It was transformational and an opportunity for me just to pour into myself. I invest in one retreat each year for just me, and this was the one, and it was unforgettable.